And let me pull out my chat real quick. Okay. Okay, so, oops, sorry about that. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So I just want to quickly talk about this PPT guide. This is all about how to write the most common paragraph style, which we call body paragraphs. The body paragraph is the most common style, so we're going to actually start by learning this first. This is kind of when we do essay writing, when we do writing in this class, this is what we are most, I want to say, focused on, or this is like kind of the most important thing that we work on, because this is the kind of writing that you could do for a job, for studying in a foreign university, an English-speaking university, or for research. It's kind of the most important thing we need to learn for essay writing. And this will help us to prepare, or this will help prepare us to write essays. An essay is just what we call a academic writing, or a writing we do for university or research, or maybe some company, some professional writing. Okay, and I have this short PPT here. I'm not going to really talk about it, because all this does is just show you the style, or what an essay looks like. So there will be an introduction paragraph, body 1 paragraph, body 2 paragraph, body 3 paragraph, and conclusion paragraph. And I know you probably don't understand this right now, but after we learn how to write these paragraph styles, after we learn how to write all this stuff, you will understand this better. But I just like to share this with students because it's a very simple guide to help you understand what an essay looks like. So this is what a common essay looks like. These 5 paragraph styles, or 5 paragraphs. Okay, so let's get back to it. Okay. All right, so when we're talking about a body paragraph, there are a few different parts. It will usually have 10 sentences. That can change a little bit. The first one is called a topic sentence, and I'll explain this soon. Next are body sentences, and body sentences are, again, that can be somewhere between 3 to 8 sentences. Could be more. 3 is probably the minimum that you can have. 3 is probably the minimum. And these body sentences there are 2 styles. There's supporting sentences and detail sentences. Okay, so I'll explain this a little bit more soon. And then the last sentence would be the concluding sentence. And we're going to learn about all of these today. So let's first start talking about the topic sentence. So the topic sentence is the first sentence. It gives 2 things. It tells what the focus is, so what you are writing about, and the reason, or why you are writing this. So we have this example sentence here, and I'm just going to show you first. I'm going to show you what the focus is. So it says people should protect the earth for many reasons. So the focus is people should protect the earth, and the reasons, for many reasons. So this is just a simple sentence example. Very, very easy, right? Focus, reasons. Okay. And this one, the reasons is kind of, I wrote it this way to make it very vague and blank, but it just tells us that you're going to talk about these reasons in the paragraph. Okay. How about this question? So for one engagement point, what is the focus? So can anybody kind of give me a guess as to what is the focus? Paris's beauty. That is correct. I'll take that, Kim Jun Mo. So let me give you those points. Where you at? Kim. Okay, a lot of Kims in this class. Kim Jun Mo. Okay. So that would mean then that the reason is this beauty has many benefits. Okay. So basically, I'm telling you that we're in the body paragraph. I'm going to be talking about the benefits of Paris's beauty. Okay. Oops. And then I have another example here. Since playing sports can be dangerous, we must be careful when we play. So sports can be dangerous. That's the reason. And I think I might have this backwards, actually. We must be careful when we play. Yeah, I do have this backwards. Sorry, let me change this really quickly. I just realized I made a mistake here. This is going to be, what color is that? Okay. There we go. That makes more sense. Sorry about that, class. Got my colors mixed up. Yeah, so since playing sports can be dangerous, we must be careful when we play. So I'm going to give reasons why. I'm going to explain why we must be careful. All right, so I have a quick activity for us. For this activity, I have these 7 sentences here, okay? And these 7 sentences are part of a body paragraph. I want each group to guess which sentence is the topic sentence, okay? So right now, talk to your group. When you have an answer or have a guess, please put it into the Zoom chat. You can just put in the number, okay? You don't have to write the full sentence. Kim Sarang, which group are you in? And can you send that to everyone? Oops, looks like they're not there. Okay. Oh. Okay, let's see. So I've got an answer from group 3, group 1, and group 2. So this is tricky. The correct answer, whoops, was, excuse me, was actually number 5. It was number 5. Sorry about that. You'll understand this more as we go through this activity, but it's very simple, right? It just says there's some reasons, and then it has the topic, right? So Sweden is a great country to live in, okay? So let's continue on. And let's look at supporting and detail sentences. So these would be our body sentences. Okay, just to be clear about that. So they come after the topic sentence. And there are 2 kinds. There's supporting sentences, and supporting our sentences are ideas that you want to focus on, or things you kind of want to explain a little more. And detail sentences are sentences that will give some sort of facts, examples, reasons, evidence, something that is, you know, a strong point. Okay, so I have an example here. This is an example, right? So just to be clear, right, here's our topic sentence from my earlier example. Okay, here's my earlier topic sentence. People should protect the earth for many reasons. And then here is the next sentence. This is, too many people don't recycle. Okay, so this is, to be clear, this is, let me clear all this. So right here, this is sentence 1. And then right here, this is sentence 2 in my example. Okay. And my detail sentence, sentence number 3, is this. The average person throws out 10 kilograms of plastic every year. Okay. So this just means they put it in the trash. It's not recycled. Okay. Often though, often when we make these supporting sentences, we will start with words like first, to start, next, secondly, furthermore, although, however, yet, also, finally. So when you see stuff like this is a good, or these are a good way to start your supporting sentences. It just shows that you're moving on to the next idea, or you're starting a new idea, okay? It can also be helpful to use complex sentences for these. So like, for example, although Sweden is great, it can be blah, 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 blah. Okay, so you can also use complex sentences as a good way to make supporting sentences, right? And one more thing, in our class, I don't care about real facts, okay? So this fact here, 10 kilograms of plastic every year, I made that up. That's not a real fact, okay? For our class, I don't want you doing any research or anything like that, because we're just focused on writing. I don't care about facts and real information, okay? We're just practicing and learning how to write properly. You know, when you actually make a real essay for a real class, then you'll do your research. But for our class, this is not a research class. We're just learning writing skills, okay? So don't worry about having real facts. Okay, so let's try this again. Can each group find the supporting sentences? Okay, and when you have them, put them in the Zoom chat. Also, don't worry about the order, just put both answers together, okay? So like, for example, if I'm group 4, I'll say I'm group 4, my answer could be 1 and 2, just like that, okay? Yeah, don't worry about the order. Don't worry about the order. I don't care about order because it's not important. Okay, so I have group 1's answer. Good job. Group 2, good job. Let's see what group 3 says. Oh, there's group 3. Good. Okay. So everybody got it. Nicely done. Everyone did it perfectly. And so I think a lot of students probably saw, first and finally. That's a good hint. Another good hint is when you look for adjectives like clean and excellent, right? But also adverbs. Okay, so supporting sentences will often begin with connectives. These are called connectives, like first, next, right, first, next, finally. Okay. Also, they will often have adjectives or adverbs to describe the idea. Okay. So when we look next, let's change this now. Let's change this. Can you find the not supporting sentences, the detail sentences? Okay. So right now, don't worry about the order. Well, you will need to worry about the order. Sorry. Next, can you put the detail sentences in? And I'd say for this, don't worry about the order, but you should try to put them in order. Okay, don't worry about it, but just, try to put them in order. I think one sentence is missing here. Hold on a second. Yeah, one sentence is missing, I think. Hold on a second. Oops. Yeah, I can't see it. Okay. There we go. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, thank you, Osung-Wan. Thank you for that. Yeah, and now it's sentence 6, but you're right. It was sentence, or now it's sentence 4, but it was sentence 6. Okay, so let's see. I've got group 2's answer and still waiting on groups 1 and 3. Actually, I'm going to make a quick change here. I'm going to change clean to pleasant. That makes more sense. Okay, so I've got group 2, group 3, and group 1. So there are the correct answers. And when we're looking at sorry, oops. When we're looking at information that tells us, or when we're looking at sentences that are detail sentences, right? We're looking for some sort of facts or some statistics or some numbers, something that is like just clearly true, right? It's not a feeling, it's not an idea. Okay, so in sentence one, or sorry, in this sentence here, only about 10% of every Swede's salary goes to paying for the National Health Service. So this part right here, 10% of every Swede's salary. So that's a number, right? That's a number we can clearly see that tells us this is a fact, or this is something that's clearly true, something that we can measure, okay? How about the next sentence? Swedish cities have one park for every 40 families. What is the fact or detail that is true? This is for 1 EP. So in this one here. Anyone can answer this. Anyone can answer this. Anyone can answer this to get the point. One park for every 40 families. Yes, that's correct. Right there. That is the number. So that's actually, when we look at it, what that means is one park for 40 families. So 1 divided by 40, right? So that gives us some percentage. I think that's like 0.04 or maybe 4%. 0.4%. I don't know what that is, but that's a number. That's a number. Okay. I'm not a math teacher. Okay. How about this one? Homelessness is not a problem for people. What is the fact here? This is for 1 EP as well. And I will give you that EP, Kim and Sa, I will give you that in just a moment here. Good guess. Try again. Good guess. Try again. Yudo 1. Try again. Yes, there you go. Kim Sarang. Yes, that's right. Okay. When we say something is not, or does not, is or does not, that means there is none of it, which means, and remember, none equals 0, right? So when we say there is none of something, we say there's 0 of something. So that's why that is a fact. Even though there's no numbers, there's still this, oops, not, which is similar to none, which would equal 0. So that's how you have to think of that. It's tricky, but yeah, it's oops, it's tricky, but you'll learn this over time after practice. Okay, so Kim Sarang and Kim Minsa. Good job. All right. And where are we at? Here we go. Oops. Okay. So the concluding sentence is the last sentence of a paragraph. It gives the focus, like what did you write about? And it lists the supporting sentence ideas. So like, why did you write about it? And often what we do to do this, to make a supporting sentence, or sorry, to make a concluding sentence, all we do is change the topic sentence. Okay. So here's our topic sentence, right? There are 2 reasons why Sweden is a great country to live in. So this right here is our concluding sentence. And it has the focus, right? Sweden is a very desirable place to live, right? So this right here is similar to this, right? Those are very similar phrasings or similar clauses. And then we want to list the supporting sentence ideas. So to make this a really good concluding sentence, whoops, that's my colors here, right? We have great healthcare. Oh, I think I need to change this sentence. Oh, wait, plenty of living and park space, right? So we can see all of that here in the example, right? So we can see where the list of reasons, all of this comes from the supporting sentences, right? Excellent healthcare, pleasant and efficiently managed. We just rephrased them. We didn't copy them, right? So great healthcare is not the same, is similar, but not the same as excellent healthcare system, right? Plenty of living and park space, right? Are pleasant. So I was trying to say that this pleasantness comes from the parks, and efficiently managed, meaning they have plenty of living space here, okay? I know it's not exactly clear, but yours don't have to be this. Your concluding sentences should look something similar to this, okay? Also, this paragraph only has 7 sentences. Your paragraphs should have more. Your body paragraphs should have more. And you'll just have to check each writing guide, like writing 2, writing 3, writing 4 guide, to know how many sentences that you'll need to write, okay? So I have one activity before we move on. I have a example paragraph here, okay? And what I want you to do is work with your group and make a concluding sentence and use the supporting ideas, supporting sentence ideas in a list of reasons. This says put it on the board. Don't put it on the board. Put it in the, oops. What's this? Put it in the Zoom chat, okay? Okay, so work with your group right now. And when you are finished, put your example concluding sentence into the Zoom chat. And don't worry about making it perfect. There are many ways, many ways to write a concluding sentence. So there are many correct answers, okay? remember, it can also help to look here, right? Look at the, to use the topic sentence, right? Use the topic sentence as your starting point, okay? And then just add in the supporting sentence ideas. Okay, good sentence there, group 3. Good job, group 3. There's group 2. Let's see. All right, I like it. I like it, group 2. That's a very good one. Group 1, do you have your sentence? Remember, don't worry about being perfect. We're just, practicing, right? Group one, do you have a sentence? Oh, here we go. Okay, collision people should protect the earth because too many people don't recycle. Driving cars has a terrible effect on the air, and destroying environments can kill animals. The only thing I would change about that one, group one, is it's kind of just reusing the full sentences here, right? You're just kind of reusing this. So when you make a concluding sentence, you don't want to just fill it with your sentences. You're just trying to get those ideas. Okay, that's the only thing I would say is that would be my one point is don't just copy the sentences or the supporting sentences into the concluding sentence. Try to change the words and use only the ideas to put in the CS, okay, in the concluding sentence, okay? So I'm just gonna show you mine really quickly here. Oops. Let me show you, oops. Let me show you mine really quickly. Okay, so here's mine. And as you can see, so I just tried to get the main ideas. We must recycle, drive less, and stop destroying environments. Okay, so that's how I got those are my ideas. So I know it seems challenging. Don't worry too much about making a perfect concluding sentence. I will try to grade these less strictly because you will get better at writing them by writing many of them. Also, excuse me, let me move this. Also, style, every student, every writer has a unique style. So there can be many CS styles. Okay, so just, we have I gave you sort of a guide for the concluding sentence, but I also will be a little more flexible for grading those. Okay, because I know that everybody's has their own concluding sentence style. Okay. All right. Last thing I want to point out is formatting. So formatting is one other important part of writing paragraphs. And they're important because they show when a paragraph starts and when it ends. And I have a guide here that will explain how to do this. I'm not going to talk about this because this guide is very simple and you can find this on eClass when you download this PPT.